The last time somebody asked me when my classes start, I said, oh, they start in August. And they're like, oh, like next week. And I was like, mm-hmm. Hey guys, welcome back to the second video of this channel. Thank you so much for tuning in to this video and my last video, because that one was a little rocky. So thanks for watching. If you watched all the way through, I appreciate you. But if you don't know, my name is McKinley and I am Dr. Mommy. And I had a lot of really good feedback for my first video, which I really appreciate. So keep that coming in if you don't mind. Keep giving me what you guys want to hear. Dax is trying to take over again. What you want to hear, what like your suggestions are, etc. So on this video, I'll just be explaining a little bit of why I've done the things I've done and made the decisions I've made, because that was like one of the most requested things as far as like feedback as I got from the last video. So why are you crying? Come on. Clearly it's the Dr. Mommy and Dax show. So as far of how I got here, so I knew pretty early on that I wanted a career in the medical field, and it was actually a 7th grade project where I first heard about neonatal nurse practitioners. And at that point, I did a whole research-based project on it, and that was my career goal, to be a neonatal nurse practitioner. And then when I got into high school, I thought more of the pre-med route versus nursing. So all throughout high school, freshman through senior year, my goal was pre-med. And I entered into school at Arkansas State University in Jonesboro with my major being pre-med. Hey, chill, if you're gonna be up here, we gotta sit, thank you. So I went through the whole pre-med. My first semester of classes was the Gen Chem, Chem Lab, Pre-Cal, XYZ, blase blah, all for pre-med. And about 2 weeks into school, I was in my Gen Chem class and I was just sitting there and it just didn't feel right. I didn't feel like I was supposed to be there. I didn't know what the heck the teacher was talking about, number one, and I did the whole thing. I emailed, I went to office hours, and I went to the tutors. 2 weeks in to my freshman year of classes, and I was like, And so I left class that one day, and I called my parents on FaceTime, and I was just talking to them, and I was just rambling on and on, and I was like, well, I've been talking about being a doctor this whole time, but every time I talk about what I want to do and why, I'm really explaining what the nurse would do. And I went on, and at the end of it, I thought they were gonna be like, well, no, you said pre-med, so tough it out, stick it out, you'll be fine, da. And they're both like, yeah, that sounds good to me. So next day, went to the pre-nursing advisor, which is a totally different story. If y'all know about A-State's pre-nursing advisor, the old one, I don't know who's there now, but if you know, you know, if you know, you know. But saying all that to say, got my major switched over to nursing, started that track, and that's where it's been ever since. So I've always wanted to do NICU, always loved babies, always have been a baby person, a baby whisperer, if you will. It's always been babies. It's never been anything else. That's been my total passion. So go through nursing school, graduate, apply to all these NICUs, right? I didn't care where it was. I was applying. And I did get super close to being into a NICU, but it just didn't work out that way. and I ended up taking a job at a hospital in Jonesboro on a floor, the women and infants floor, and we took care of adult women med-surg, postpartum, which is mom and baby, so a fresh mom, a fresh baby, and pediatric patients. So I worked on that floor for a year, which was interesting, but if I could go back and change it, if I would have had the opportunity, knowing what I know now, to go straight to NICU versus doing what I did for that year, I would choose to work on that women and infants floor, because I feel like it gave me a better understanding of nursing and a better knowledge and a better, here comes the pregnancy brain, where are my words? Foundation. It gave me a better nursing foundation. So after that year working there, going to the NICU that I'm in now, I felt like I was able to understand a little bit more of the knowledge. I was comfortable around babies already, so that wasn't an issue. But just understanding like pathophysiology and understanding the processes of babies and XYZ, blah, blah, blah. Not getting into that whole thing, but that is how the NICU part started. And my senior year, before going into school, I did a ton of research. I looked up literally every single neonatal nurse practitioner program in the nation, and I still have my Word document on all the schools that I actually like did diehard research into. If anybody wants to just hit me up, I'll email it to you. But that's when I decided, no sir, stop. That's when I decided and noticed that a lot of the programs I was looking into, you can get your master's where you'll get your neonatal nurse practitioner degree. But then some of the other programs, just for like a half semester to a year long extra, you can get your doctorate of nursing practice. And I was like, well, heck, what's the extra semester or two of school to get a doctorate of nursing practice? So that's when I narrowed down my school choices. And when did I apply? I started in the NICU last June, so June of 2018. And I started applying for school like January of this year. So I had only been working in the NICU for a solid 6 months before I even applied. So that process was really humbling and encouraging, just like with the recruitment process, the interview process, talking to the directors. So got into a program, accepted the spot and all that. And then I believe I had known about being pregnant for a couple weeks by then. So switching gears to talk about that, I found out about baby Bo February 10th, and I told Isaac February 14th. So by that point, I had already interviewed with one school. I was waiting back to hear from them. Dax, stop. I'm not playing, sir. Go play. Go play. Go play. Go. Go play. Go play. Not with me. Go. Go lay down, actually. Go lay down. Thank you. Thank you. So I had applied to one program, was waiting to hear back. And then the other program reached out to me and wanted to interview. And I was like, heck, why not? So that happened. And then that process went really, really quickly. So I got admitted to that program, accepted my spot and everything. And then here we are. So just to, I guess, kind of explain the crazy, like in the last video, I said that Bo was planned and then me going to school at the same time was planned, and how me and my husband decided that this was going to work for the both of us. So with my husband working a traditional 9 to 5 and me working 3 shifts of 12, our schedules are very, very different, polar opposites actually. And I work night shift, so definitely way different. Dax has brought this pig thinking it's time to play, and he's waiting for me to throw it. I will throw it one time. So Dax, you messed up my train of thought, friend. Yes. So when we were originally talking about trying, we were supposed to wait until after our DAX. Okay. Go lay down. Go lay down. Go. Thank you. We were supposed to wait until our first year anniversary to start trying, but that would have been June. And I was just telling him how I felt like if we start trying, because nobody really knows how that process goes. Some people it happens on the first try. Some people it takes a minute. We don't know. So I was like, if we just start trying, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Blah, blah, blah. So thinking, planning, with me being such a planner, like I said, I plan everything out. I think everything through before I make decisions. And with how this worked, Bo is due in October. Classes start in August. So I would have had 2 months of classes to just kind of get back in the swing of things. And then I have the rest of the year after maternity leave to at least get 1 semester under my belt. I felt like it would have been easier and a little bit simpler starting school with a newborn rather than a toddler. Because honestly, truly, newborns, we can stick in a swing, we can stick in a bouncer and a rocker, we can put them on tummy time right next to us, and they can't go anywhere. They are just there, and they probably are just gonna stare at the ceiling fan while you're doing things anyways. So that just felt a little bit more simple than having a 1, 2, 3, 4-year-old where you're constantly, your neck is on the swivel, you're constantly having to pay attention, make sure they're not getting into any trouble or XYZ, anything like that. So that was one of the main decisions on why we felt like it was a good idea for us and our family to go ahead and knock everything out at one time. And with the program that I'm in, it's a 3-year program. So by the time that I graduate, Bo will be about 2.5. So I felt like that timing is great. But like I said, this is just me being a planner. And I mean, nobody knows how their baby's going to be. I know how he is now while he's attached to me, but he could be a totally different baby when he comes out. Right now, he doesn't like to be bothered. He just likes to eat and kick and stretch and be mean to me. But when he comes out, he may be the turn-up king of America. He may not be so chill. So this is just me planning as much as I possibly can, as well as my husband planning. I came up with the plan with my step-by-step process and explanation of how I saw it was gonna go. Let him think it over. Then we both came and talked about it, came up with a decision, and here we are. Dr. Mommy loading. So I think that is all for my video this week. Explaining the crazy. Explaining the crazy. Because it's still very, very, very crazy of me. Which I understand, but every time I've talked to somebody, they've just encouraged me so much, which I really appreciate, and telling me I have a great support system. I can do this. I'm capable of doing it, which I know I am. So I'm excited. Classes start August 3rd, which is like 2 seconds away. So I'm not sure. My next video may talk a little bit about classes. I don't know. I haven't gotten that far yet. I don't want to plan and say I'm going to do a specific video because that could very well change. So maybe that's kind of what I'm leaning towards thinking. Who knows? We'll see when I upload the next video. But other than that, I think that's all I got for this time. Thank you so much for watching again. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit me up. Tell me what you like, don't like, suggestions, what you think I should change, and maybe add in, or more suggestions for more videos. Because like I said, y'all, I don't know what the heck I am doing. Dex, you want to say bye? No? You pouting? Okay, I guess it's just me.